How's everyone tonight? Yeah, everyone's looking good as well, man. I'm going to do a few poems, hopefully you enjoy them. I pray you find peace in these pieces tonight. I pray you find your feet in your defeats in life. I pray even when you feel weak, you treat your people right, because it can be a chore laying between the sheets when you can't sleep at night. Not everyone around you will see your light. Not everyone around you will treat you right. So if people choose to leave, let them take their flight, because remember, some people put down an item once they see the price. I'm a Caribbean boy. But what exactly represents my Caribbean heritage? Because besides food and music, I feel like I'm irrelevant. And most of the food is from a slave diet. Cowfoot, oxtail, saltfish. I can't stay quiet. And the music is a direct product of the pain. Cane roll hairstyles, a product of the cane. Apparently I'm a West African from the West Indies that grew up in the West Midlands and now become westernized. After so much change of identity, please tell me where are my Western rights? Most of my life I've had to work twice as hard and still become generalized, so I should be getting paid twice as much plus tax for the attempted genocide. I don't need 40 acres and a mule, and I don't read newspapers, I'm no fool. Look, don't get me started about how many times I've been telling lies. I've even been to Caribbean food stores that can't spell it right. 1 R, 2 E's, it's not hard to see that R, you bleed. Patois is the largest used dialect in the UK, and the language is not even traditionally ours, so get your degree or roam the streets. I know it's peak, but we do have economical power. The world likes our physical strength when cutting canes of sugar, but are never in a rush to come and support us when we stand for something, unless we're at the carnival where we sing, dance and eat like a carnivore. Too much Bob Marley, not enough Marcus Garvey. It's something I can't ignore. I see young African men speaking in native tongue and I feel left out, like the youngest sibling not old enough to go to the shop by himself. We celebrate so much negativity, but really we're crying for help. Talk about disconnect. I couldn't even tell you how African I am, but ancestry.co.uk wants me to pay. Talk about a scam.
Amen.
And our parents want us to work. But what we need to do is unpack some of that hurt. But despite all the politics, I'm still living my life as a young, healthy and happy person. Trust me, I love my Caribbean heritage, but I feel like so many of us, we carry burdens. Thank you. So that was a piece called Caribbean Boy. And this piece is, I'll let it speak for itself. Pretty black girl, yeah, I'm talking to you. Skin ain't cracked girl, yeah, I'm talking to you. Hair in plaits girl, yeah, I'm talking to you. Our men are trash girls, yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the black girls, some that attend beauty queens. With or without your consumerism, you're still a beauty queen. You're a trendsetter, online in them stores, they're following you it seems. They try and brush away your influence. But remember what rises to the top. I know you're used to cream. I know you face many conditions. Society has to try and condition you. But can two sisters walk into a store and get some conditioner without being watched and stopped like guards with prisoners? Society loves what you look like, but prefer when they can create products and give it you. As a community, we're not quite there yet, but we've come a long way. And I understand sometimes you want your weaves to be long and straight, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but the moment you start buying into that system, that'll be the moment that they go 8. Maybe that's why they call us monkeys. Because metrics tell me when it gets hot, you don't need no sunscreen. Real black men don't care if your hair is down, out, or in a scrunchie. And listen, I know you need your cocoa and your shea butter, but what sense does it make buying from others when your ancestors are from the places that make butter? I love seeing young black women create brands and get paid from it, because for far too long, others have made money with your face on it. I'm invested in you because one day I may have a little black girl of my own, so I pay homage. And every chapter of my story, there'll be a page on it. You don't need dark and lovely to be dark and lovely. I know it's hard to trust me, but trust me, society's stigmas can't adjust me. I see you as equal and queens on their throne. Your hair is professional even if you leave it to grow. Wherever us man go and plant our seeds, you're the stone. Community and families are built with strong women. I don't believe in leaving our own. I don't need to remind you how rich your melanin is. No matter what society may say, they can't break you like celery sticks, and if no one else will, let me present to you this. I understand that you feel like a lot of your men don't support you, but understand that a lot of your men do adore you, and a lot of us have a hand in your public portrayal. So let me take these hands to applaud you, because I come from you, so nothing comes before you. Next piece is a bit different.
We love you.
I love that one. I'll start calling me more often. Yeah, this piece is about homelessness. I'm below the margins of this society. I look for food, but there's hardly any variety. I call my family, they hardly ever reply to me unless they want to argue and start fighting me. I recently left shared accommodation where there's congregations of young people looking for housing. If you leave your food out, they'll be confiscating. I ain't got the patience, so I slapped one in the face and it felt great, like when you put on some fragrance, but I got evicted. These street corners are vindictive. People give cold stares, but this cold weather is something I've got to live with. It's inflicted damage upon my mental health, and I can't even get prescriptive medication because an address is what they'll be insisting. Tents and cardboard, that's what I'm familiar with. Whilst this government was unwilling to feed millions of kids that were poor, and they're not even adults yet. So you tell me, what chance does an adult get? I'm so sick and tired of having to manage stress, all because the streets are my home and I don't have a bed. People assume I'm a junkie because my hygiene's bad and my clothes are ripped. But they wouldn't understand my story if I told them it. I'd love a stereo of my own, but a stereotype, I have no control of it. But to be fair, that's the least of the issues I'm focusing on. The middle class look down upon the working class. The working class walk past like my life ain't worth to ask. I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt. In fact, it does bother me, and recently I've been learning that. But the reality is, I'm still bottom of the barrel. Still can't afford a toothbrush and a flannel. So why you daydream about holidays and sandals? I cry because I tolerate handfuls of abuse every time I ask for change. People look back like they don't understand me. Now I'm not asking you for a handout, but tell me, is this something you could handle? Thank you. I've got one final piece, and this piece is a very personal piece. 2004 was the year that my life changed. I had to learn to fight pain that was affecting my mind frame. My brother was known for sporting a nice watch and a nice chain, but on this particular day, he nearly had his life slain. I was walking home from school. It was only about 15 minutes and Mom said it was cool and I was fine with the rules. Once I got to the front door, I saw my best friend's mother and mine. Before I could say hi, my mother told me my brother had been shot and didn't say if he had died. No time to ask when or why, if only my pen could cry, because the shock was extending mine down my cheek. All I knew was Mum was going to the hospital and I was going with Debbie to her house. The pain, I was venting it out. I didn't know how the next few hours would be turning out, but I do know my brother was all I was concerned about. I got to the hospital. I saw him laying there with so many tubes and plasters. I wasn't even a teenager, I really wanted to shoot the bastards. The trauma I never knew would have lasted so long. My brother survived the shooting, but we didn't survive the stress. Mum was crying and depressed, and my mind was a mess. Once he got discharged, it led to more times of arrest. They attacked my mum's car. We had to move yard for safety and well-being. When I look back, it was hell seeing my mother sitting by herself grieving her previous incarnation because somebody wants to stop her son to excel breathing on this earth. My niece was barely 2 years old. Drama was due to unfold. She didn't have a settled home. Moving between West Bromwich and Walsall. When I think back to those times, they were awful. Mid-2000s, when it was the Johnnies and the Burgers, where an affiliation to a particular area could leave you hurting. See, Birmingham was similar to what the Purges, certain. And that affected my outlook in my teenage years. I used to cremate tears into my notepad so I didn't have to reface fears. I done my best so I didn't stay near my conscience. There was a lot of dysfunction I was dealing with. Brother was now disabled, but it felt like the rest of us were feeling it. See, the thing with trauma is you can run till you decide to deal with it. But if you don't, nobody will be healing it. The reason you're hearing this and why this is significant is because that incident was the impetus for me to start writing and delivering my brilliance through spoken word. Sincerely a young man who knows his worth and shows concerns about issues in society that many will overlook. What you don't deal with in life will hold you up. But now I'm older and mature and I know this stuff. It's important I set the right message for the next generation growing up. In this world, nobody owes you nothing. But trust me, you ain't gotta go through suffering to become someone or become something. Thank you, Ioney. I was looking around like, I know what's next, but you guys liked anything, my social